Hello guys, myself Ashok Kumar, sports physiotherapist. I have started the anatomy series. First do watch the spinal nerve, how it is formed and all in order to understand the brachial plexus. In this video, we are going to discuss about the brachial plexus, how it is formed and what are the branches of the brachial plexus. Okay, now let us start guys. The brachial plexus are formed by the ventral or anterior primary rami of C5, C6, C7, C8 and T1 segments of spinal cord. Now, the one segment may be upper and one segment may be lower. If the one segment is upper, the C4 may also contribute, and if it is one segment lower, T2 may also contribute. This is known as prefixed plexus, and the postfixed plexus. In a prefixed plexus, the C4 contribution is larger and T2 is absent. In postfixed plexus, the T1 contribution is larger and C4 is absent, and T2 contribution will also be present. Definitely it will be present because it is a postfixed plexus, and C5 contribution will be reduced. Okay, now let us see how the roots, trunks, cords, divisions and the branches of the brachial plexus are formed guys. Okay, now let us see. Now the whole topic will be in remember this mnemonic guys: RTDCB. Okay, R indicates roots, T indicates trunks, divisions, D indicates divisions. These are the cords and these are the branches. Okay, now what are roots? If the contribution is like C5, C6, C7, C8, T1. Okay, these C5, C6, C7, C8 indicates these are roots. Okay, these are roots. Now how the trunks are formed? The C5 and C6 roots join to form the upper trunk. Okay, upper trunk, and the C7 root alone forms the middle trunk. Okay, and the C8 and T1 joins to form the lower trunk. Okay, now each of these trunks, upper, middle and lower trunks, are divided into two divisions, that is a ventral division and a dorsal division. Ventral, dorsal. Okay, now how the cords are formed? The ventral divisions of upper and middle trunks joins to form the lateral cord. Okay. Now the ventral divisions of the upper and middle trunks joins to form the lateral cord, and the medial cord is formed by the ventral division of lower trunk. Okay, how the medial cord is formed? Medial cord is formed by the ventral division of the lower trunk. Okay, now what is remaining, guys? All the dorsal divisions of all the trunks. Now all the dorsal divisions of upper trunk, middle trunk and the lower trunk join to form the posterior cord. Okay, this is how the cords are formed. Okay, first I'll revise, guys. First, these are the roots C5, C6, C7, C8, T1, and these roots are divided into trunks. How many trunks? 3 trunks. This is the first one, second, the third. C5, C6 roots join to form the upper trunk, and C7 alone forms the middle trunk. C8, T1 forms the lower trunk. Now each trunk divides into 2 divisions, that is ventral division and the dorsal division. Ventral division, dorsal, ventral, dorsal. Okay, now the cords, how they are formed? The ventral divisions of upper and middle trunks forms the lateral cord. Now the ventral division of the lower trunk alone forms the medial cord. Okay, now the dorsal divisions of all the trunks, that is upper, middle and lower trunks, forms the posterior cord. Now what is remaining, guys? We are done with roots, trunks, divisions and cords. Now let us see the branches. Now the roots, C5, these roots gives branches. Okay, the branches from the roots are, first one, nerve to serratus anterior, which is also known as boxer's muscle. The serratus anterior nerve is also known as a long thoracic nerve. Okay, its root value is C5, C6, C7. Okay, now the next branch from the roots is nerve to rhomboids. Rhomboids muscles are 2: rhomboid minor, rhomboid major, which is this nerve is known as dorsal scapular nerve. Dorsal scapular nerve, root value is C5. Now branches to longus coeli. And scalene muscles. Root value is C5 to C8, and another branch to phrenic nerve. Phrenic nerve, which supplies the diaphragm muscle, which is one of the primary muscle of breathing. Root value is C4. Okay, these are the branches from the roots, guys. Okay, okay, what are the branches from the trunk? Okay, Only the upper trunk, only the upper trunk gives two branches. Okay, gives two branches. What are they? First one is suprascapular nerve. Root value is C5, C6, and nerve to subclavius. Subclavius muscle. Root value is same guys, C5 and C6. Okay, only the upper trunk of the brachial plexus gives branches. Those are two branches, which is suprascapular nerve and the nerve to subclavius. Now let us see the branches from the cords. Lateral cord. First we'll see the branches of the lateral cord. Okay, lateral cord gives first branch lateral pectoral, root value is C5, C6, C7. Second one is musculocutaneous nerve, which is again same C5, C6, C7, and the third nerve branch of the lateral cord is lateral root of median nerve. Same root value, that is C5, C6, C7. Okay, these are the branches of the lateral cord, and very easy mnemonic I will tell you guys. Just remember LML in order to remember the branches of the lateral cord. LML. First L indicates a lateral pectoral nerve, M indicates a musculocutaneous nerve, and another L indicates the lateral root of the median nerve. Now let us see the branches of the medial cord. Okay, medial cord gives 5 branches guys. First one is medial pectoral nerve, medial pectoral branch, root value is C8, T1. Medial root of medial cutaneous nerve, sorry guys, medial cutaneous nerve of arm, C8, T1 root value. Third branch is medial cutaneous nerve of forearm, root value C8, T1, and the fourth branch is medial root of median nerve, again the root value is C8, T1, and the last and the final branch of the medial cord is the ulnar nerve, which is one of the important peripheral nerve. Ulnar nerve root value is C7, C8, T1. Why C7? There is a communicating branch which comes from the lateral root of the median nerve, attaches to the ulnar nerve and forms through a communicating branch. Hence, It also has a communication with the C7. Some of the C7 fibers from this nerve root, lateral root of median nerve, comes and join with the ulnar nerve. Hence, that root value also indicates C7. Okay, these are the branches of lateral cord, medial cord. Now let us see the branches of the posterior cord. Okay, now posterior cord. First branch is the upper subscapular nerve. It is C5, C6 root value. Lower subscapular nerve. Again C5 and C6. Axillary nerve, third branch. Axillary nerve is also known as circumflex nerve, which is C5 again, C6 nerve root value. And the fourth is the radial nerve. Root value is C5 to C8, T1. Okay, and the fifth and the final branch is the nerve to latissimus dorsi. Dorsi muscle, which is also known as thoracodorsal nerve. Okay, now the root value is C6, C7, C8. Okay, this is all about the roots, trunks, divisions, cords and the branches of the brachial plexus, guys. In the next video of the anatomy series, we'll discuss about the various nerves individually, the median nerve, the ulnar nerve, the radial nerve. Okay, thank you guys, thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe to my channel, like, share with your friends, and if you have any doubts, do comment and I will clarify your doubts. Thank you guys.